All you ever want to do is so let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
yeah, hey, well, we can hold the peace so we can wage war.
Heart in your general direction.
Real gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sega Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestions.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code.
What are you looking at, butthead?
Real mo, that's a stay woke. Real mo, stay woke. Real mo, that's a stay woke. Real mo, stay woke. Real mo.
Is this the list of things I did to your mom last night?
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You and I get a laugh out of
He's heating up!
You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy.
Mr. Strickland.
Up with a rented crown.
You are the king of the apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop
The little rascal has spirit.
all this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
Than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons.
Well, I'll be
I
damned.
stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown and you use you?
That's a stay woke. Real mo, stay woke. Real mo, that's a stay woke. Real mo, stay woke. Real mo.
You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king?
How about I send you a hobo dick cheese?
It ends today.
All right, we're going to get started in just a second. Drop some comments down below because I'm not seeing more comments pop up. And this is Ask Papa Swole Live, so if we're not getting comments, there we go. I see Josh's pop up. Let's fucking do this. All right, I'm stoked now. I'm stoked. Drop some more comments. Let me know you're alive. Full normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Oh shit, that's my cue. Testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1900 and 90 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Sleeves Cast, of the Beast Cast, of the Man Cast, of the Slut Cast is brought to you as powered is sponsored by Everest and K2 flexing on all you bitches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam. Now that we are well under shway, it is Ask Papa Swole Live. And come on, we need a better sidebar than that. How dare you, Papa Swole?
How dare you?
How dare you not do the right sidebar? We need that fucking stars and stripes. It is Ask Papa Swole Live, but we do the Sunday Funday Red, White, and Swole Ask Papa Swole Live Sunday Funday Q&Anus. The Q&Anus, the only man cast where you'll get some Q and you'll get some anus. Oh, you shall. You shall get that brown eye right here. Hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Those of you that are watching on Odyssey, Rumble, make sure you head on over to thedailyswole.com, thedailyswole.com for all the links. Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave a 5-star review. It makes a huge difference to those Apple peeps out there. Make sure you leave that review. That's right. I love to give some shout outs for those of you that are leaving 5-star reviews. It means a lot, and it helps a lot of people that need to get their ear holes and eye holes banged with some fucking glory. We need some more facts in this world, don't we, fam?
On me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Yeah. We know. We got the swole variant coming. We know. We're going to make America swole today, right fucking now. Right the fucking now. Let's fucking go, beaches. Fuck yeah! All right. Now, we got something special going on. So those of you that are Swole Fam members that are looking to upgrade to Unlimited, we got something special going on. Now is the time. Those of you that are looking to join the Swole Fam, everyone that's looking to join the Swole Fam, check the show notes down below. Got a big ol' announcement because it was my birthday yesterday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes that keep on coming in. Much appreciated. Thank you. How old is Papa? I'm an old man now. I made my first leg day of my new age. And it was one for the books. My legs were like already cramping. Just fucking absolutely a great workout. Now, if you're ready to join the Swole Fam right now, check out the special offers. You can get started. You can join the Swole Fam for just $1. That's right, just $1, because Papa don't give a fuck, and you shouldn't either. And now you have no excuses not to join the Swole Fam. Get your first month for $1. You can save up to 50% off. If you go annual, you get a free Swole Fam t-shirt. I said, what? A free Swole Fam t-shirt or tank with your annual options. Anyway, go check it out. SwoleNormousX.com/birthday. Everyone knows how to spell birthday. SwoleNormousX.com/birthday. And you can check all that out again, SwoleNormousX.com/birthday, and upgrade your membership today or join the Swole Fam. There's no excuse to ignore the greatest fucking Swole Fam in the realm. Now is the time to crush it with us. That being said, it's time to bust this fucking nut open. Let's take some questions. You can start dropping them in the comments down below. If it's your first Ask Papa Swole Live, all right, wait. Patience. Slow the fuck down. If it's your first Ask Papa Swole Live, this is for all you beaches. Now you can just drop it all. Drop whatever questions. Use the hashtag Ask Papa Swole. That way I can see your questions. We got some from Instagram and the like, but I will always prioritize the ones that are dropping live right now. So make sure you drop your questions in the comments down below. Now you can start, Falcon. Now you can do it. Oh, yes. Now you can start. Oh, so kind of you to wait. Thank you so much. Put some respect on it. What'd you drop? In the comments down below. What'd you smash today?
I don't know how to put this, but...
USA, greatest country in the world.
Look at that sexy beach. Look at that sexy beach. Leave it to Leo to be drinking champagne on a Sunday. I guess Leo is still I guess Leo is still over there at brunch. So drop that in the comments down below. Red, white, and swole. A little RWS. And jump on that right now. Look at that sexy beach. She's looking good. You're looking good today, Tessie. Oh, you're looking fantastic.
You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes like a doll's eye.
Any excuse to use that soundboard. Red, white, and swole. Drop that in the comments down below. It is the Sunday Funday Q&Anus. So you drop the Q and I'll give you the anus and we will just jump right into it. I know it's a family-friendly show here. You know how we do on the daily. All right, drop in the comments down below. Ask Papa Swolio. And as always, like I mentioned, if you're just tuning in now, head on over to swolenormousx.com/birthday for all the birthday specials. We're running them this week. Don't miss out on that. Upgrade your memberships. Join the Swole fam today. Big time savings. You check it out over there at swolenormousx.com/birthday. Birthday. One word. Birthday. Papa Swolio's birthday. 38. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. No different. Made some sick gains. Ate some steak. Had a great day with Mama Swolio. Had a great day today. And the day is not over. We're just getting started. All right. So I hope you're having a good week. Oh, I had a good week. All right, make sure you drop that. OG easy. Be easy, OG. All right, first question of the day. Papa Swolio, did you have an eating disorder? Nope. How much time it took for you to get rid of it if you had it? Nope. The answer is schno. Schno, I did not. I have swole disorder. I just have, I can't stop making sick I just can't stop making sick fucking gains. It's just, I just can't help it. I just can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right, Tyler, for leg day, should I be stretching out the quads, hamstrings, and calves instead of 5-minute warm-up of cardio? Yeah, I don't do any cardio to warm up anymore. I used to when I was going to an actual gym. I'll go in the Stepmaster, but I've adjusted my workouts tremendously. You can do some stuff. You can sometimes I'll do some reverse sled pulls or something like that to activate my quads and really build up some quality blood flow in my lower body. But for leg day, I usually do anterior tibialis. I use my tib blaster. I do some standing leg curls, and I do some hip flexor activation. I might do some lateral work depending on what I'm looking to do. I just activate the muscles. I do usually do some mobility and yoga in the morning, and then I'll train soon after. So I usually activate the muscles, and then I'll do my warm-up sets for my squats and stuff. You really don't want to do any type of static stretching before you do strength training, because what static stretching does is actually inhibit the muscle tissue, and you're actually building up tendons, building up tension on tendons and muscle tissue that really doesn't have a lot of, you didn't really warm up properly. It kind of inhibits the muscles more than it does activate them, because you're looking for strength output. So you don't want to inhibit the muscle tissue. So, you know, if you want to do a little foam rolling first, at least do some activation, do some targeted activation for those muscles that will support you for doing heavy leg work. For example, if you're going to do squats, you want to make sure you're activating the muscle in the front of your hip, on the back of your hip. And then, of course, in your calves, you know, and your anterior tibialis will help you get into that deep squat. Help allow your tibia to travel forward, get that good dorsiflexion. And of course, you do your warm-up sets for squats and you should be good to go. But that depends on your current abilities with mobility. If you really have poor mobility, you might have to do a little bit more work. You should be working on your mobility then. You don't really have to go crazy with heavy weight if you need to really work on balancing and activating muscle tissue. Let's see. Sarah, what if we are already unlimited fam? What kind of unlimited? If you have a monthly, you can send us an email if you're interested in upgrading to annual. So if you're monthly, you can upgrade to an annual membership. It's a great time to do that. So yes, indeed. Mr. Steal Your Humanity. Papa Swolio, how do you feel about sparkling water? I don't drink it. You know, I don't drink it. So I don't like to suck down carbonation. But it's a better option than drinking sodas or fruit juices. So I would just focus on just drinking straight water, but sparkling water could be something that would transition you away from, if you're addicted to those things. Yeah, maybe some sparkling water and squeeze a little lemon in there a little bit, you know, and just suck down tons of sugar and stuff like that, of course. But it could take the edge off and maybe help you transition from other poor habits. So I personally don't, but you're going to have to navigate that for yourself. If anything, you're getting it in glass. Don't suck down stuff from plastic bottles and such. I guess they also have those things where you can carbonate waters yourself, but personally, I'm just no need for myself. But some people love it and, you know, probably swear by it. Candles in the steak, I hope. I didn't even cross my mind. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do damage to my steak like that. But I appreciate the thought. That'd been funny, right? That'd been funny. Put some candles in the steak. I didn't even think about it. No kid. Just a steak. We just made like 2 or 3, maybe like 2.5 steaks because we cut the roast. I like to cut it fresh. You know, I like to get the whole lump and cut it nice and thick. And I feel like it's better marbled if you get in a big chunk, so you can customize your own thickness. That's what she said.
Shampoo my crotch.
But in that tallow. So tallow candle, I suppose. I suppose. What's up, Rob? Just catching up on the 2 days ago stream, but even better when I'm watching this live. Hell yeah, fam. Hells yeah. All right, let's see another announcement, by the way, before we move into some more questions. If you have them, we got some from Instagram, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes. You can talk about Ask Me Anything. Just drop in the comments down below. Let's see. On Monday, so tomorrow, fam, tomorrow, gorillas. Yes, my little peppercorns. Accountability meeting announcing new releases tomorrow, August 9th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So tomorrow at noon, we will have our private accountability meeting live inside Swole TV. So get ready. Swole TV, fam. Swole TV. So you'll log into your account, go into Swole TV, and it'll be right there. And you can use your devices. You can have Swole chat on your phone, put it on your TV or your tablet, and watch and text the fam and jump in there. You're going to love it. That'll be at 12 noon Eastern Time. Got new releases as always. Great Swole fan post. Super stoked. Mondays are always fucking fire. So don't miss that at all. And again, if you want to get access to that, head on over to swolenormousx.com/birthday if you want the specials. If not, then don't join. But tomorrow's episode, you won't see. And those are always the best. I love the accountability meetings. Drop some biceps and gorillas in the comments below for the accountability meetings. We go over all the pictures and everyone just, it's fucking fire. I love the accountability meetings. So tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Time. And of course, if you haven't, how many of you have caught the replay already for the Swole Fam Roundtable? That is available right now inside Swole TV. So if you missed it on Thursday, we went live for a couple hours. It was fire. So don't miss out on that. Make sure you catch up on last week's Roundtable. That's available inside Swole TV in the Roundtable section. Click on it, listen to it. It's fucking awesome, especially if you're looking to bulk. Don't miss out on that. Don't miss out on that. Don't sleep on it, fam. And of course, I've been talking about it all week long, and I will continue to talk about it every single fucking episode. Back to Swole. Ooh, that was nice. Thank you, Falcon. That was nice. That was a warm-up, just getting started. Back to Swole. So the Monday accountability meeting on August 30th, that will be a Back to Swole major release event. So mark your calendars. If you can't normally make it, just try to do whatever you can to make it to that one. Back to Swole is going to be fire. You remember the Balls Deep for Summer back on Memorial Day? Woo! That was fucking lit. It was absolutely lit. So that's going to be just balls to the fucking wall. Oh my God, I'm so excited. A 5? A 5? Oh, sorry, get the fuck out of here. Bullshit. I'm not buying it. A 5. Come on. Look, just because I'm putting, base hits. I'm hitting singles today, all right? I'm playing small ball. You don't always try to go yard. Just fucking play small ball, I'll get a single, I'll bunt, I'll sacrifice a bunt, sack bunt, move the runner over to second base, scoring position. Come on, man. Give me a break. I don't always have to blow out your ear holes, but I know you like it. Trace, why is almond milk bad? I've been drinking unsweetened almond milk in my post-workout protein shake, and it seems to have good vitamins and minerals. Just curious why you're against it. It doesn't have good vitamins and minerals. Anything that's fortified, you're probably not digesting well. It does not. This is like fortified cereals. You're better off eating some liver and some organ meats. You'll get all the vitamins you need. My opinion. Science, right? Where's Fauci when you need
attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Unsweetened almond milk is like white water. I just don't see the purpose of it. So just mix your protein shakes with water. It's kind of gross. Also, a lot of people have issues with seeds and nuts, and there could be a lot of stabilizers in there as well. Manufacturing byproducts, heavy metals. It depends on what you're consuming. Unless you're actually doing third-party testing, these are just processed foods. Like you're just soaking ground up almonds, and maybe you're getting some glyphosate. You're getting other, chemicals and stuff from processing and from farming. And yeah. Anyone that's trying to, by the way, anyone that's really careful about I don't eat meat. I don't eat, not that you're doing this, Trace, but I don't eat meat. I'm a vegan. I'm trying to save the environment. Almonds need so much more water. They need so much fucking water. So you're actually taking tons of resources away from people that need water from other beneficial farming and regenerative farming practices when you're using almond milk. So actually, it's a complete opposite of what a lot of people will tell you. Mr. Steal Your Humanity, did you ever like to play video games? And if so, what was your favorite one growing up? Well, yeah, I had a Nintendo kind of around when it first came out, like in 88, pretty soon after it came out. So, the standard ones, I used to play Arkanoid and had the fucking gun and shit like that for Super Mario. But I guess the ones that really stick in my memory were for each system. I would say for Nintendo, Zelda. That was mine. For Super Nintendo, it was Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, and I guess Mario Kart. And I'm trying to think of other ones for Super Nintendo. I have the Mario ones, or Super Mario 3 was a big one for me for Nintendo. What else? Super Nintendo. I just got to remember. Super Nintendo. Those were some good ones. I'll keep on moving. I'll remember some other ones. And then, of course, 64, you have GoldenEye, you had Mario Kart. I remember there was one, for Nintendo, I think it was, Sports Talk Baseball. I used to play that. Remember RBI? Those games were so fucking crazy because you would get a hit. All those games had a major flaw. Either the base runners ran too fast, and when you threw it, it was just like fucking moving super slow, or you would hit a single, and it would be a ground ball that would just shoot right to the fence. There was always a flaw. Either the fielders would move too slow, either the runners were too fast or too slow, the throws were too fast or too slow. There was always like this huge imbalance with whatever. Those were always fun. So 64, yeah. So GoldenEye. Actually, you know what? What's funny is right here, I have like 2 Nintendo 64s and I have like 50 or 60 games. I just haven't set it up yet. Just because I don't want to sit around playing video games, but I have Nintendo 64s and I have an original Xbox. So I don't play new video games. I just like the classics. I think I have a Nintendo in here too. I forget, but used to love the old games. The new games, I really don't care. John, what up? Papa Swole, what's your favorite stretching exercise? By the way, I celebrate your birthday by crushing arms, eating steak, and playing the anthem of the world's greatest country on guitar. There you go. I appreciate that. All right. It was the American anthem, was it? Good for you. Good for you. And thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I felt it. I felt it in my taint. Appreciate it. My favorite stretching exercise, like a mobility exercise. I don't have like a favorite per se. I like doing all of them. I like just bending forward and putting my hands on the ground, like a deep stretch, like a forward bend is amazing. I guess I would say like the ones I do the most are that one. The ones where, for example, in a kneeling position, sitting back on my heels, toes pointed. I love bending back for my quads and my hip flexors. Those are the 2 that I do every morning. I love doing that combination. Actually, I have that in the recent Swole video for X members, where I go from that position, right? I go from I don't even know what, I've just knee flexed, hip extension, just a complete accordion, like just fold it back. And then I come all the way up to a standing forward bend. I just love repping that out. Forward bend and then extension, hip flexion. So those are really ones that I like in terms of stretching, but I do all of it. Make sure you're focused. If you're doing stretching or mobility, make sure you're always focusing on the ones that usually get tight, right? All the muscles in the front of the body. Make sure you're lengthening your hip flexors and activating everything. But really what's most important, I would say even more important than stretching, is the mobility strengthening all these small muscle groups that usually are shortened because of sitting down, and also weak. So short and weak is the worst. So hip flexors are usually really tight. Oh, stretch your hip flexors. You have to strengthen your hip flexors because you're in a passive position sitting down. They're shortened. They get really stiff and kind of like petrified. Same thing with hamstrings. People are sitting down on them. They get really inhibited. Your knees are bent and your knee is flexed. So the insertion point of the hamstrings are very shortened, especially with the calves too, as well, because most people wear higher heel shoes, the high heels or Nikes. So make sure you are working on lengthening and mobilizing and strengthening the opposing muscle groups, and also actively lengthening the muscle groups that are overworked and overshortened. Let's see here. Yeah, I keep seeing in the comments, keep on talking about almond milk. Fuck almond milk. Almond milk can rest in hell with kale. It's fucking awful. It's awful. If it's sweetened or it's vanilla, it's added sugar. Yeah, anytime you see fortified, it just means added shit you're not digesting well, if at all. So you want nature's multivitamin? Eat some grass-fed liver. Get some liver, boom, you're done. You don't need any of that stuff. I don't need white water. That's fortified. Fuck you. Give me a steak. I'll drink a big glass of water, and I'll drink my coffee black. Spank you very much. But look, hey, I'm your papa, but I ain't your daddy. I'm not gonna slap the almond milk out of your hand, but I focus on the things that work best for me, and you can do what you want. Those are my opinions. That's why it's Ask Papa Swole. You asked me. You asked me, so I told you. So I told you.
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Yeah. We'll put a record player in every car because that's what we do in 2021. Fucking die. P. McF. Papa Swole, first time here live. What up, Paul? My name is Paul. Been listening for a bit, enjoying the content. My question, lifting more but concerned about trying too much too soon. Any advice? Then just ease into it. What are you concerned about? Like, what are you trying too much with? You practicing yoga? First off, if you've been listening, I'm assuming you've downloaded your copy of the 7 Pillars. If you head on over to swolenormousx.com, you can download this. Obviously right below here for joining the Swole fam, it says swolenormousx.com/birthday. That's a special page if you're interested in joining because we got some great specials. But if you just go to swolenormousx.com, there you will find the links for the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous, and I'll give you a nice little roundabout. So focusing on you definitely want to ramp up slowly, focus on your mobility. If you go to swolenormousx.com/links, you can try some free yoga classes. We got yoga class there. We got a mobility class. So it's very important to cover all these different areas of your health and your fitness and your lifestyle habits. So you definitely want to ramp up slowly. You don't want to just do too much too soon. A lot of people will just be like, hey, I want to get huge. You follow some bodybuilder's program and then you're fucking destroy yourself and you set yourself back. You want to build up slowly. It's progressive overload. So I need some more details, but yeah, you should be concerned about trying too much too soon, but you don't want to do that at the expense of going to the gym, and you want to be consistent. So if you go really hard on a Monday, you've never trained before, you might be so sore you can't go for another week, or you could have injured yourself. So you want to build up the habit of going. So stay with like total body workouts for the first few weeks, maybe 3 or 4 days a week, total body, light volume, and then you can slowly progress to, push-pull splits or upper lower body splits, something of that nature. And there's a lot of other things like what equipment you have access to if you're going to the gym or training at home, how many days a week you can train, and nutrition and all the other stuff is essential. Oh yeah, that was nice. Lynn, is there or where can I find the unlimited access instructions for proper muscle activation so I can make sure that I'm not fucking myself or working out and just wasting my time because I'm not activating muscles properly? Go to the instructional video library, and you'll have a ton of breakdowns for individual exercises. And if you have anything specific like that you're looking for, if you're looking for one of the best places to go for example, upper body activation is the shoulder awareness series. And that's in the program vault. And we're going to be adding some other stuff to that, other awareness, other activation series in that program vault. So to complement that, but for upper body, that shoulder awareness series is like upper thoracic spine as well as shoulder, posterior rotator cuff. So that's going to be fantastic. So if you have anything specific, you can drop that in the comments and we can help you navigate that. Rob, what size tank do you wear for the Swole Privilege merch? It's all the same. It's all the same. I wear a large. So, I mean, the Swole Privilege merch versus the Swole Fam merch, like a tank is a tank on papaswolio.com. So, I wear a large. Not for long. Soon it's probably going to be a fucking medium or a small, considering fat acceptance and all that bullshit.
What's your name, fat body?
Yeah, soon I'm going to be wearing like an extra small. About time. Papa Swolio, were you a little shit when you were a kid? I don't know. I have to ask Grandpapa Swolio. I don't think so. Your dad's pics of you were awesome. Such a cute little kid. Yeah, well, he's a professional photographer. He's been doing it for, like 40 years, 50 years, my entire life. He's amazing. No one takes better pictures than Grandpapa Swolio. Like 1000%. He'll make an amazing picture out of a fucking leaf. Someone will leave a fucking napkin that they just wipe their face with on a table, and you'll take a picture of it, and you can stare at it for 30 minutes and be like, what the fuck? That's a difference between, I guess, that's the difference between someone who takes pictures and a photographer. You see the things that no one else sees. You can't put your finger on what it is, but that's what experience and expertise does. Let's see. David, Papa Swolio, if the only gym you have access to has an unhealthy obsession with the color purple and a deep-seated fear of barbells, would you suggest dumbbell squats with them by your thighs or up on your shoulders? Aha, you are talking about fitness of the planet, I'm assuming. It depends. So, for example, one of the best ways or a great way to build quads, there are so many great exercises. You could do walking lunges, you could do step back lunges, you could do RDLs heavy. You can elevate your toes and really get a great stretch in your hamstrings, like take that up a notch. You can do kind of goblet position with a single and elevate your heels for doing kind of like it's not really a sissy squat, but it'll definitely make you more quad dominant. Those are great, kind of like goblet position, but more like skier squats with your heels elevated. You can put them on your shoulders or you can do them by your sides. It's kind of like what you feel is best. Some people some people might have a harder time. Depends on your mobility, and it depends on where you feel the connection and where you feel the pump and where you feel the focus on the muscles the best. So sometimes people like to hold them, but then as they improve their mobility and their strength and their core strength and their posture, then they progress to different types of positions. So you could do Bulgarian split squats with dumbbells, put your foot back up on a bench. So I think Planet Fitness, it goes up to 50s or something. You could do a lot of damage with up to 50 pounds for legs. Just fucking do walking lunges until you black out. Do one leg. You can do a ton of stuff. Pulse reps and all that shit. John, Papa Swolio, while traveling or when grass-fed beef liver isn't available, are there any supplements you trust? Got so many got magnesium stearate and doubtful quality. Splitted. Yeah, you want to avoid stearates. Those fucking gave me nasty acid reflux. So yeah, I use either Heart and Soil or Ancestral Supplements. So those are in my Amazon store, and I'm assuming you'll be able to get them or order them. Or you have ones that can ship more locally to you, but the Ancestral Supplements should be good to go for you, at least. I'm assuming you can get Amazon where you're at. So yeah, definitely a good option. And those are great options, getting supplements for beef tallow. You get the beef tallow pills or the kind of capsules. So you get more fats while you're traveling and things like that. That's when it's more challenging. But the supplements for traveling, that's when it's perfect. So you can get your nutrients in, you can get your organ meats in, even when you're on the move. Because yeah, you're not just going to find that everywhere, depending on where you are. Good question. Trace, do you drink tea any? I don't like coffee, but I've thought about incorporating some English black tea into my morning routine. Does it have any benefits? It's up to you. I don't personally drink tea. I have in the past, or I just don't really have much interest for it. I like bone broth, so I drink my bone broth. Having a nice cup of bone broth you get all the nutrients, the collagen, proline, glycine, just all the benefits of, repairing your gut, leaky gut, and it's so great for your bones, for your joints, digestive system, mental health. So I love bone broth. Bone broth, black coffee, and water for me. But, if it doesn't bother you, you can have some black tea. The reason most people have issues with if they're going for a low quality tea or coffee, or they're putting tons of sugar and milk and crap in it. So opt for drinking things straight. And personally, I've been really enjoying, of course, it's hot as fuck outside. So when I drink my coffee in the morning, I've been liking iced coffee. So I make it a little bit darker, fill the cup up like as high as I can with ice, like pouring out the top, and then pour like maybe half or 3/4 full. And plus I like the iced coffee because it's very hydrating as well. It's more hydrating because you're getting some water from the ice, and I don't want hot coffee when it's ball sweat degrees outside in Florida. My opinion, how I'll drink my coffee will change in the winter when it's freezing out, when it hits the fucking 60s and the 50s. The horror. But when you compare it to how fucking hot and sunny and beautiful and humid it is in the summer, it feels freezing. It really does. It is cold. If you came down here, you'd be like, oh shit. It's like that cold, humid bite to it. But I remember when I first came down from living up north, it was like, oh, this is nothing. I was going to the beach in January. Now you can't catch me dead at the beach if it's not hot as shit. I'm a Floridian now, that's for sure. Steal Yo Humanity, tearing up the fucking chat. I work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So you work night shift on Friday through Sunday, and after work on Monday mornings at 5:15 a.m. I go to the gym. So after work on Monday morning, so at 6 a.m. So you don't work to 6 a.m. or you kind of do, or you maybe get off at 5. I go to the gym. My question is, can I still get quality sleep even if I'm sleeping during the day? The shift work is brutal. I would check out the book, Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. And I think there's been some podcasts where he's been on talking about shift work, or Andrew Huberman. They were talking about shift work and sleeping. And it's really fundamentally the opposite and against what humans should be doing. But it's really important that you do get as much sleep as possible. So it's just, I'm not the sleep expert. I'm really passionate about learning about it, but it's very complicated. And we're supposed to sleep at night, plain and simple. We're supposed to have our eyes, you get that little cortisol pulse, you get that little wake up when you see the early morning rays, those low angle oranges and reds in the sun in the morning. Same thing at night. These are triggers to let your body know it's time to wake up. It's time to go to sleep. You're not supposed to be eye fucking yourself with blue light at 11 o'clock at night. The artificial light has really destroyed people's health, and night shifts are just brutal. But we need people like you, man. We need people that do work around the clock, but it's really rough. So quality sleep is going to be important. And those of you that do work split or those shifts like that or third shift, you could drop in the comments, but you definitely need a cold room, black the hell out of it. If you're inside, if you're not getting sunlight, you need to supplement with vitamin D. I would recommend that personally. I would do that. And of course, there could be other ways or other lights and things you can expose yourself to at night that will actually tell your body that you're getting sun. Not like tanning beds necessarily, but there are certain probably light bulbs and different things that you can look into that will actually allow your body to kind of get some kind of stimulus and trick your body into thinking that it's the morning. But it's just so fundamentally backwards. It's very stressful. So it's never going to be the same as getting consistent sleep, but you could definitely improve it by following, because you definitely want to get consistent deep sleep. So as long as you're getting enough sleep, that's very important. But pretty rough. James, let's see. Here's Papa Swole. Here's a bomb. Was talking to a friend yesterday, and her daughter is a pharmacist. She said that the info. Hold on a second. Got a burp. Falcon. Oh, that felt good though. All right, we can move on. Let's see. Her daughter is a pharmacist. She said that the info that she's getting is straight from the federal government, and that they were told the Tyson recall wasn't a recall, but a federal government shutdown, so that more mass meat companies are soon going to be shut down as well when winter hits. Your thoughts? I don't know anything about it. You mean the Tyson recall? Was that somewhat recently? When was that? I don't know what that, I don't know the details on that. We do know that, look, bottom line, from everything that I've researched, listened to, read, it's just more and more evident that there's no intent to actually solve this problem. There's no evidence that people actually, or the people, them, the government, big pharma, big food, that they want to actually stop the pandemic. There's just everything points the opposite direction because they're not doing anything to actually stop it and end the virus. They're just perpetuating it. Now, if you want to listen to some mind-blowing shit, I've been talking about this for a while, and many people that are much smarter than me have been saying this for a long time. But if you listen to Brett Weinstein's Dark Horse podcast, the episode with Gert Vanderbosch, he was talking about this months and months and months ago, and he's been talking about it nonstop. This is very technical stuff that when you implement a vaccine during a pandemic, you put evolutionary pressure on the virus to mutate and to work around it. So think about this. You're on a highway and there's thousands of cars and boom, there's an accident. What happens? The exits get packed. People get the fuck off, right? You have congestion on the side roads. Cars go around it. Same thing with evolution. The virus wants to transmit. And the thing is with viruses, it doesn't want to be deadly, like super fucking deadly. That's why this is transmissible, very transmissible, but it's not very deadly. I know you're getting your eye holes and ear holes blown out that everyone's dropping dead like flies, but it's simply not the case. People that are metabolically unhealthy are, but these are people that succumb to their own caused mortality already. They're eating themselves to death. They're obese. They have fucking mental disorders, high anxiety from poor sleep, from lack of sunlight, from not exercising, not eating healthy. So these are people that are walking the plank already that are being picked off by natural selection. So whether or not this was a man-made situation, I'm not going to I'm not going to voice that. I think it's pretty fucking clear. However, I'd like to still stream on these platforms. So that being said, you have this detour from these viruses. So rather than let it work through the population or use products like the Ivor, right? Using things that have been around for decades that are safe, that are very effective against it by all evidence. We're just perpetuating it. So we're giving the virus an opportunity to mutate in the midst of it rather than actually stop it dead and let it work through. So we're actually accelerating the mutation by implementing these vaccines in the midst of it. And he was saying this a long time ago, and it's like obviously evident. It's obviously evident. So rather than have everyone get it, cool, we're good, and to have the virus kind of like maybe slowly, it wouldn't be that efficient at mutating, but viruses want to be very transmissible, but not super deadly, because if I got sick, let's say I get it and boom, I drop, I don't have any time to spread it. So viruses over time become very transmissible, but very, very low in lethality. Again, but those are natural viruses that weren't necessarily manipulated with gain of function. So this is kind of abnormal. So who knows? It could be a little bit different, but that could also be the mechanism in which it's fucked up. It's fucked up. So there's a lot of things that are going to happen, and it looks like they're trying to scare people into another shutdown, but it's only going to happen if you allow it. And people are just taking in the ass. People want to be locked in, I guess, in these blue states or in New York and California and in Chicago. Like people want to be locked down. People want to be just caged up and restricted. And I don't know. It's like, what are you going to do? Like I can't control what someone in New York City does, but this is what happens when you don't have weapons, when you're not able to have guns, you're not able to defend yourself. The government could just take all the power it wants, and it'll never give it back. So it's obviously, and the government has been demonizing meat for fucking decades. For decades. It's been happening since the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. I mean, it's all out there. It's just buried and suppressed. There's tons of evidence, like literally proof that all these big food and pharmaceutical companies literally manipulated everything. They're making all this money because they're using garbage, cheap industrial waste products, and they're putting it into your body. Mama Swole and I were just at the supermarket yesterday, and just looking through these products, it's all corn and soy and modified food starch and shit. You look on the back and it'll say high fructose corn, and this is all by weight. When they list the ingredients, it's all by weight. So the first ingredient will be high fructose corn syrup, comma, corn syrup. So in other words, sugar, comma, sugar. And then you'll have modified food starch, sugar. Like it just, all these different, and then it'll have a comma later on, sugar. They just add, it's just pure sugar. It's different types of sugar. And fucking high fructose corn syrup is the worst shit known to man. And when the government subsidizes corn and soy production, you get it. This is dirt fucking cheap. And the reason why the government can subsidize this crap is because the money has no value. You can just print as much as you fucking want. So the government's like free. We'll just give you fucking money to grow this shit. Just grow corn, grow soy, and everything that you see on the shelves. When I say everything, obviously not literally everything, but most of those things in boxes and bags, in containers and bottles, are all just different amalgamations, different constructions like Lego of corn and soy. It's just fucking different shapes of sugar. Some of the sugar tastes like a cracker. Some of the sugar tastes like a cookie. Hey, you could drink some of the sugar. It's over here. You could drink this sugar. It's disgusting. It almost made me just nauseous being there. It's gross. We went and just bought a ton of grass-fed butter. What else did we get? Some avocados, and that was it. And I was like laughing, looking at checkout, and she picked up it was right at checkout. It was right at checkout. And she picked up a package of Dunkaroos, and she went, "Oh my God," and she handed them to me. She goes, "Oh my God, disgusting. I used to fucking eat these all the time." And I'm looking at them, and one of these employees, we're doing self-checkout. She comes over and she was obese. And she goes, "Oh, no Dunkaroos? Not even for nostalgia?" And I was like, "No, I don't need diabetes with my nostalgia." And Mama Swole's like, she goes, "Stop it." No filter. I can't. It's disgusting. Just look at the ingredients, and you're putting these into kids' bodies. It's horrible. It's child abuse. It's just human abuse. And these are because they're dirt fucking cheap. How can you sell that crap for 99 fucking cents? You're making a profit. The retailer's making a profit. The production companies are making a profit. They have to ship this shit from across the fucking world. How do you make a profit on that trash? It's so disgusting. Nauseatingly disgusting. Stephen Norris, I just recently got promoted and stopped working the overnight shift after having done so for 5 years. The difference in everything I feel and have noticed is massive. From tiny things about my concentration level or ability to hold a conversation better, to big things such as increased weight loss and higher drive to move in general, overnights are poison to your body. Goddamn right. You know, even getting like a couple hours less, like 6 hours or 5 hours of sleep a night is going to raise all-cause mortality like 200 or 300%. We talked about this a lot. If you don't get proper sleep, your body will actually cannibalize muscle tissue and you'll store more fat. So everyone's worried about or wondering, hey, you know, how many carbs should I eat? And you're trying to justify eating pizza and fucking cookies and ice cream rather than eating real food that humans should eat and then just getting more fucking sleep. But no, you got to watch that show on Netflix all fucking night, and it's awful. It's awful. It's awful. Just it's so basic. Why do you think the fucking 7 pillars are so basic? It's so fucking simple. People don't want to look at it. It's cognitive dissonance. It's so fucking simple. Look at these things. It's very, very simple. Oh, come on. You have to live everything in moderation. Fuck you. Not in this environment when you're literally getting drowned in poison. There's no moderation with poison. But the dose makes the poison. Yeah. Get that corn syrup, that high fructose corn syrup, that sugar, those food starches, get that away from my fucking body. Get that shit out of my life. And if you don't want to do it, it's because you're a fucking addict and you just want to live in denial, but you only live once. Yeah, and you're going to have a short fucking life and be on medication for the last 50 fucking years. And my taxes are going to go to pay for your goddamn hospital bills. And it sucks. And it fucking sucks. And these are the people that are causing all this death and disease. So it is my business. It's all of our business when you see fucking obese people stuffing their face with garbage. Whose fault is it? It's everyone's fault. It's the government's fault. It's the education system's fault. It's this person's fault. Yeah, there's a lot of people to blame. But rather than say who's to blame, like who fucked up, how about how do we fix it? So you could blame everyone. You could blame the education system that sucks. You could blame going off the gold standard. You could blame big food and big pharma. How about shutting the fuck up and taking responsibility? Because you could blame everyone you want, and most people are today because they need their fucking safe space. How about you don't blame other people and you take the responsibility for making the change, because no one's going to do it for you, obviously. People are dying left and right. Do you know why? There's still a 99.9% survival rate for the vid, and 94% of people that die have at least one comorbidity. Okay? Even with all the rampant just disease in this country, fundamentally 90% plus are metabolically unhealthy. 70%, 74% or something are either overweight or obese. 50% of the population is obese. You say 42%, fuck that. That's way low. I've been outside. It's easily over 50%. It's easily over 50% are obese. Okay, so at least half the population is wider than they are fucking tall. Okay? And you still have a 99.9% survival rate. What? Like fucking what? Even with people that are dropping dead from just eating too much, without the vid, 1,800 people a day die from heart disease. 30 to 40,000 people a month die from obesity-related issues. Obesity-related issues. That's 500,000 people a fucking year are dying from obesity-related issues, which means lifestyle habits. So you're going to try to scare the fuck out of me that 500 or 600,000 people or whatever died from COVID. Yeah, okay, guess what? 500,000 people were dying from eating too many Krispy Kreme donuts. So it's not a good scare tactic. Yeah, there are individual situations, but if you don't get good sleep for a few nights in a row, your immune system will tank. And then if you're exposed to a harmless, or for most people, harmless virus, and you haven't gotten good sleep for the last 3 days, your immune system is going to be in the tank. And let's say you're doing everything else right. That will be enough to tank your immune system that you could have a bad situation because you are weaker in the moment. But rather than tell people to get fucking sunlight, rather than tell people to eat better food and go exercise, stay inside, cover your fucking face, breathe carbon dioxide all day. And it's okay to gain 20 pounds because you had a stressful year. It's just disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. I'm so over it. It's the most ridiculous brainwashing. And what's even worse are that all the pussies in these fucking cities are just bending it over and taking in the ass with these vaccine passports. You're never getting your freedom back. I'm not being an extremist. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. You are never getting that shit back. And it is fucking off the charts, disgusting, authoritarian. It's scary as shit. It's scary as fucking shit. And I really hope this is just, but I know it's not. I know it's not. It's not. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. The water is boiling slowly, bitches. It's boiling. In my opinion, it ain't boiling slowly. That shit is fucking heating up fast. How are you still in the pot? How are you still in the fucking pot? It ain't boiling slowly. You think that shit's going away? God, I posted a video like on Instagram, but on TikTok today, I'm like, here comes the everything in moderation comments. Cool. You want everything in moderation? Everything in moderation. Like I said, fuck your pizza. Yeah, it's trash. If you want to go to Italy and eat some real dough and have some pizza, fine. You're on vacation. Yeah, you're going to eat stuff that might not have wheat germ or gluten and blow up your gut. Yeah, okay. Go there and eat some real food, but they allow all the things they ban in Europe in the United States because fucking evil corporations that outsource all the jobs to other countries to fuck over the little people. Thus the wealth disparity. I'm gonna fucking He's on fire! Right now. Okay. Right? So people are in the comments, everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Guess what moderation is? Average. Guess what the average person is? Obese. 50 fucking percent. Do you know what an average is? Half the population, 75% of the population are overweight or obese. And doesn't mean just because you're not overweight or obese doesn't mean you're healthy. Right? And add on to that, what if you're doing everything right, but you're not sleeping well? You're not healthy. Your immune system's in the shitter. Let's go 90%. Okay. How's that moderation treating you? How's that moderation treating you? Yeah, you want to be average? That's what it means. Everything in moderation. You want to be average? Then natural selection is waiting for you. Step right up. Take a number. You're next. You're fucking next on the list.
I am the danger.
Did I cover it? Was that it? We still live? Wow. Okay, Nathan, Papa Swole. Hey, what up, Nate? I started on Bitcoin, invested $1 just to get started. There you go, off zero. Round of applause. Good man. Hardest money in human history. Good for you. Let's see. So now what? I haven't read the books you suggested yet because I'm trying to finish a book I'm reading now. Thanks. Go read those fucking books. Go read those fucking books. I haven't read the books yet. Then fucking read them. Read them. There, you just answered your question. I haven't read the books yet, but what do I do next? Read the fucking books. Good. So now what? Read those books. That's all I got to say about that, bro. Finish the one you're reading and then read that. Read those other ones. good for you, man. Good for you. You know, the more money you put in a little bit, get off zero, then now you have an interest in it. You have some skin in the game. Put in $50. You know, put in $50. You'll read that book tomorrow. Let's see. Peaceful Bandit. My brother went to a food bank a while ago. He had a coupon, just empty calories, 3 different kinds of cookies, breads, and processed foods. No fresh food at all. Fake food. No wonder people are fat. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, so more questions. More questions. If you got it, we'll take a couple from Instagram, and then we'll give away this awesome Swole card.
What's in the box?
All right, Lefty Nate, and then underscore Tion. Lefty Nation. All right, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Nice, nice. Papa Solio, what to do when I have a gym membership but don't really know what I'm doing? You learn. You got Zagoogle. You got Google. You can look up every exercise you ever need to know. There's thousands of free bodybuilding programs and stuff out there. You can check out the content, swolenormousx.com/birthday if you're interested in joining the Swole fam and accessing all those programs. I'm not just trying to pump our shit, but it's fucking all there and it's awesome. And plus the best community you can ever ask for. So sometimes when you join a gym, you can get a free session with a personal trainer. They might show you the machines, but there's just endless billions of videos online that can show you how to do certain exercises. But bottom line, you start slowly. Start slowly. Don't push yourself hard. Just do a few sets for each body part. Start off with full body workouts, then progress from there. Follow a nice starter program. Make sure you're adding in yoga. Got some free classes over there at swolenormousx.com/links. And yeah, good for you, man. Go to the fucking gym. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it.
You are looking rather splendid this evening.
You're doing it, bruh. You're doing it, bruh. Let's see. Danny, what's your opinion about quinoa? I don't eat it. Never really liked it. I stay away from brown rice and quinoa. I don't really eat grains. Only some white rice now and again. Yeah. Oh, it's a complete protein. It's a nature's power food. Get the fuck out of here. Eat some organs. Eat a steak. Go to the fucking gym. You know, some of these cultures, yeah, but they used to eat this all the time. Yeah. I mean, we have a different situation where we're able, we might know a little bit better about human nutrition now than they did 5,000 years ago. We understand more about the human body. So just because they ate some things in the mountains of Peru, the Incas ate a lot of quinoa, it's they might not have had access to all these other things. So, you know, if you like it, you love it, and you really want to eat it, I would try removing it and adding in all these other foods and then come back to it later. Again, it's something that I would test personally. If I was eating it, I would test on the elimination diet. But brown rice is fucking evil. I don't know how people eat that fucking sand. I don't eat quinoa. I haven't even thought about it for a long time. We haven't gotten a quinoa question in a while. But, you know, just because I eat a certain way doesn't mean everyone else has to. But I think 99% of people that actually approached health from eating the highest quality animal products and cooked in beef tallow, not vegetable oils, and ate organ meats and, you know, maybe dabble with things like sweet potatoes or low impact, fruits and berries, or low impact, less toxic plant foods and such like that, because sometimes, broccoli or cruciferous vegetables or nightshades can fuck people up. So, you find out what works best for you. And if you want to suck down a lot of plant foods, I mean, they're just you're not getting the same levels of nutrients and the same type of access to nutrients as you are with animal products for a reason. So, yeah, I mean, again, when you ask my opinion, not that you guys get it, but whenever I voice my opinions and people get upset, it's you do realize I'm not telling you what to do. It's as if someone watches a TikTok video or a YouTube video and, oh my God, he's telling me not to do that. You're wrong. Why? Just eat what you want to eat. If you don't like what I say, then you don't have to learn. You don't have to think differently. Just do the same shit that you've been doing just don't complain when you're not getting results or you get sick or you have problems. Let's see. Ooh, really nice. Kashina, Papa Soy, I saw you in a few TikTok compilation videos and the fat acceptance people seem to be in their feelings. Shocker. Who would have thunk it? Why can't they take responsibility for their shitty habits? Because that takes effort. It takes effort and they'd lose their friends. They don't have any actual identity. They're wallowing in self-pity. They were raised in a safe space and to play the victim and, No one can, they weren't raised in any kind of conflict or any kind of stressful environment. So they've just adapted to being soft. They're physically soft, they're mentally soft, they're emotionally soft. So anything that offends their sensitivities, they lash out against them because they're so nice. They're so accepting. They're such nice people. So they lash out with like, this mean man is telling me to eat better and exercise more and, sleep more and cut out all these inflammatory carbs. No, but food is comfort. Fine. Then keep on eating. Keep on eating. Stay inside. Mask up, right? Take all the Fauci jabs, right? Suck everything down that the government tells you and just do the same thing you're doing. You're doing great. You're doing great. I mean, look, survival of the fittest it exists. Natural selection exists. Whether your feelings are hurt or not, it's going to come a time when, when the tax collector comes or the fat collector, like it'll come a lot sooner for some people than others. So they can get offended. It doesn't bother me. I don't watch any of those videos. So I don't check my mentions. Like people can stitch me. They stitch the first part. Stitches on TikToks are great. They're funny sometimes, but it's the best way to take something out of context. So for example, that donut video, that Krispy Kreme donut video, everyone took the clip, the first couple seconds where it says if I see a 500-pound person walk into a Krispy Kreme, I'll get disgusted. I mean, I say that over and over again. I stand by that 100%, but then they clip that and then they respond to it. It's like, you didn't listen to the whole video and my God, you're just lying to everyone. It's usually a virtue signaling cunt that doesn't want to be honest with themselves and say it. They want to protect people's feelings because they're not a meanie. It's like, all right, you can think what you want about me. This is how I feel. If I see a morbidly obese person stuffing donuts in their mouth, I think that's disgusting. I'll emphasize that. I'll capitalize it. I'll just say it again. I wouldn't change that at all. I'm not stopping anyone from doing it. I'm not calling them disgusting to their face. I'm not physically slapping a donut out of their hand. I'm just voicing an opinion online like everyone else. So you don't have to like it. You can just go, look, if you're listening to this and you're morbidly obese and you want to go and eat a fucking donut, then I'm not stopping you, but I'm voicing my opinion about you doing it. If it offends you, that's your problem. I was out of let's see, I saw a few stitches of the donut video and people were out of their minds because of what you said. Of course. Welcome to the Daily fucking Swole. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Boom shakalaka!
Yeah, people go out of their mind. People need no help from me to go out of their minds. They don't need any help from Papa Swole. They need no help. Nothing wrong with having an organic Caesar salad along with a nice steak. Sounds absolutely fucking disgusting to me, but to each their own. I wouldn't put that fucking jizz on my cow feed. I like the steak though. I like the steak. Your steak, your food should be eating salad. That's my opinion. But hey, get all those nutrients from your lettuce. Your choice. I'm trolling you, but again, I can voice my opinion. It's my show. You're choosing to watch it. And that's the best part. Ooh, got water on my nips. Let's see here. James, what would be some food-friendly veggies for kids who are super picky? Should I keep trying to hide their veggies and other forms of food? My daughter and son are super picky when it comes to veggies unless they have cheese on them. Any thoughts? I've been talking about this for a while. I really do think that kids hating vegetables is evolution telling us something. Like why? Like kids are, I don't want this shit. I'm just thinking. I'm just putting it out there. Think about this. Like maybe their little bodies are saying like, I don't want this. Like, why do you think vegetables taste gross to kids? Because it's probably worthless. Just saying. How are they with steak? How are they with organ meat? How are they with real food? I'm just saying. Just saying. This has been like a theory, just thinking about it. Why do most kids hate vegetables? Most kids. I know some people are like, oh, my son loves carrots. And yeah, okay. There's some people like things for whatever reason. They like the crunch or whatever. But think about it. Why? Why do most kids, I would say the vast majority, right? The vast majority of children hate vegetables. Probably because their body like, the fuck is that? Most kids love meat. Most people love, it depends on what you expose them to. So from fruit-friendly veggies for kids, I mean, some kids, I would feed them. I mean, avocado's a fruit. I like to say food-friendly veggies. So it really depends on how you prepare them. I mean, there's an argument to be made that any of those foods, like any of those veggies, are probably not beneficial, especially if you're eating organ meats. Remember, eating food is about getting in your vitamins and minerals, getting in your nutrients, the micronutrients. So it doesn't matter if you're getting it from a piece of fucking broccoli or you're getting it from a liver. It's like you're getting the nutrients you need, and it's much more absorbable from organ meats. They love steak and chicken, won't try bison or turkey ground up. They won't try bison, but they love steak and chicken. I think honestly you're better off like if you have like ground beef and you mix in some beef liver, they're getting their nutrients in. Just saying. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense. Kids should not be vegans. If you're feeding your kids, if you're making your kid be a vegan, that's child abuse, in my opinion. Legit. Like their brains need fat. Their brains need protein. They need those minerals. And it's just fucking crazy. And you see these kids growing up, they're frail. They're frail sucking down soy. They don't know who they are or what they are. Catch my drift, right? Remember Taint Length Matters? Read that book, The Countdown by Dr. Shayna Swan. Listen to her on Joe Rogan's podcast. People, I made a video today on TikTok on the Daily Swole channel talking about the phthalates, and people in the comments were, there's no evidence that shows the phthalates. Look, it's not coming from me. I think it's common sense. These fucking plastics and these petroleum products that are leaching into food, but that's very well known. That's very well known. Watch the movie Tapped. It's been a old school, like a 10 years ago documentary. Go watch that. Give me a fucking break. It masculinizes women and feminizes men. Any shocker that there's this huge gender dysphoria issue today? Kids don't know what sex they are, not to mention the brainwashing from parents and from media and from these woke fucking education systems. Seriously, kids need fucking steak for a reason. I think that's why most kids fundamentally hate vegetables, because just evolution would be like, they don't need this shit. They shouldn't be eating fucking piece of celery. Give the kid a steak. Let him eat meat. Frustrating. Trace, what up? The elites have been pushing against animal protein for years in many ways, but I haven't heard your opinion on the eat the bugs messaging they're pushing. Seems really gross to me. I mean, bugs have protein. I haven't really heard the eat the bugs thing. I heard someone say it. What's the story behind that? I mean, I think there's insects, there's protein. I mean, it is much more natural, I would say, than eating plant foods to eat bugs. I'm not a fan, like it's not the first option, but it's definitely a viable one if you need protein. Some people do it. My thought on it, I mean, I bet you it's more bioavailable than a piece of fucking kale. And think about it, James. You're going back to your question before. My daughter and son are super picky unless they have cheese on them. Yeah, unless they're getting fat and fucking protein on their vegetables. Now, eating broccoli is not like, well, I love broccoli. Like people say, I love broccoli. I love cheese on, broccoli with cheese. Yeah, I know you fucking do. You love getting protein and fat and pretending like you're eating actual broccoli. It's like you want protein and fat. Your body doesn't really need this kind of stuff. It doesn't. Let's see, Jen, my 4-year-old loves his ribeye, steaks, and veggies. My daughter loves steaks too, but hates veggies. They're so opposite, but get what they need in other foods that they eat. Oh God, why is it? My nephew is a vegan, broke his leg at 2 years old. How? It's very likely the cause of that. It might have been a factor, but why is your nephew vegan? Not by choice, I'm assuming. That's fucking criminal. God, that's fucking criminal. That's criminal. My son hates vegans and soy already and will only eat proteins and fat. I'm assuming my daughter likes some veggies but won't try sweet potatoes at all. My son loves when I make a soup with bone broth in it. Look, your kids are telling you what they need, essentially. Listen to your body. Look, I mean, they're obviously gravitating towards really healthy foods. It doesn't mean that like your daughter, it doesn't mean she has to like sweet potatoes. But sometimes your taste profile changes. But I'm just saying across the board, most kids hate, that's like the classic thing. Eat your veggies. I don't want to. Can you blame them? I don't want to eat them. And there's no evidence really that you need to fucking eat them. Cricket flour. Gross. Listen to those podcasts. Listen to the podcast. Remember the ones I was linking in the Telegram chat? On the Fundamental Health podcast with Dr. Jamie Seaman. Like, she'll tell you all about prenatal, pregnancy, postnatal, menopausal for women. It's all proteins and fats and keto. It's like, it's legit for kids. Like, you think it changes when they get out of the fucking womb? Just running around, parents are vegan. Yeah, they're fucking killing their kids. They're going to have so many developmental problems growing up in that. Patrick, just a discussion point. If humans evolved to eat meat, then why do we also evolve teeth that can grind down plant product? I'm all for meat being the number one product, though I love vegetables and fruit as well. Sure, just find which vegetables that work best for you. I love fruit. I'm not saying only eat meat. I love fruit. I eat fruit. You know, and in-season fruit will be the best. In-season fruit will be the best. Why do we also evolve teeth that can grind down plant product? I'm not an expert in evolution, but there's a lot of evidence and there's a lot of experts. You can listen again to Saladino's podcast, Fundamental Health. I'm sure he's covered that a lot. I don't have the exact reason for the evolution, but we're definitely should be focusing more on, we're obviously omnivores, but we shouldn't be consuming the majority of our calories from plants. Majority should be animal products. And then you can kind of sprinkle in some fruits and stuff. Like all the hunter-gatherer tribes opt for meat and organ meats whenever possible, but you can't always hunt and kill an animal. So then you look for other things because you have to. Just evolution. And that's the best thing. That's the best way to do it. Because if you can't kill an animal, what, you're going to die? So we've evolved, in my opinion, from just, riffing here would be the evolution is to be the most, that's what evolution does, survival of the fittest. So if you have an animal, or let's say humans that can only eat meat, guess what? You don't have access to meat, you die. If you have the ability to also digest or masticate and consume some other plant foods, when you can't have, meat available, you can still survive. So it's all survival. Literally, it's all about survival. Now we live in a situation where we are surrounded by so much ridiculous nonsense. It's not about survival. We survive, we don't have to try to survive, which is why humans in society today that are stacked on top of each other, like in high population areas, are looking for conflict. And people are online arguing about nonsense that doesn't fucking matter, legit, because there's really nothing bad going on in our world or in their lives. They have access to way too much good shit, whether they believe it or not. They've never been really starving in the African jungle for food. They're not like in destitute desert climates in war-torn Syria and other countries where kids starve to death. North Korea and shit like that. They just have their iPhone, they complain on Twitter and act like everyone's oppressing them, and they just order fucking Papa John's with their thumbs. Exactly right, Lauren. Humans are opportunistic. We can basically eat anything. That doesn't mean we should, though. Yeah, right. So if you talk to any hunter-gatherer tribe, 7 days a week and twice on Sunday, they would choose an animal and organ meats. If they don't have access to it, they'll find honey, right? They'll find maybe sweet potatoes or other types of root if they have to, but it's not a primary. Papa Swole, I'm curious if you believe that chia seeds are beneficial to optimize health. I would not put that sentence together myself. Like, can you consume them? I don't. Mama Swole sometimes has them. I call them bird seeds. Like, why? 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 I don't believe they're beneficial to optimize health. Can you consume them? Yeah, you can consume Doritos. Like, do you need it for optimized health? Like, no, in my opinion. Like, are they beneficial if you're not getting anything else? But like, to optimize health, I don't see how they could possibly be necessary. And this is just the power of logic. Again, we have access to things that we would just have no business eating, or you would never look for chia seeds. You would never look for that. The only reason you have some of this stuff is because it's farmed, like mass produced and marketed properly in Whole Foods and shit. If you were in the jungle or in the woods, what would you and your people be looking for? A fucking deer, bison? You'd be looking for an animal because it'll feed the whole tribe. What are you going to do? Gather chia seeds and starve to death? It's like, just because you can buy 10 pounds of chia seeds on Amazon, it doesn't mean that your body should be sucking that down for optimized health. You would be looking for an animal. You would eat the liver. You would share that with the people. You would share that with the pregnant women and stuff for all their nutrients for the babies. You would eat the liver. You would boil down the bones for fucking broth. You would smoke and make it the food out of jerky because you didn't have a refrigerator. You would eat it fresh. You would have all the organs. You would save everything. You would use the hide for fucking clothes. You would use the entire fucking animal. You can use an entire animal. What can you do with the plant? Fucking boil it and fucking chew on it? No. How about a cow eats it? The cow can process it with its 4 goddamn stomachs, and then you eat the cow and get all the nutrients from the cow's organs because they extracted all the nutrients from that inedible plant or grass or whatever, shrubs and shit. I mean, where's the lack of? It's just, you don't need triple blind studies to just see the fucking obvious common sense of it. Oh, but I forgot. It makes me a bad person. I'm a bad person. It makes me believe. I don't believe in the earth. That's why I want to destroy the earth, because I want to eat a fucking steak. Sorry, I've evolved over millions of years to want that. Sorry, I apologize for existing. Why are you hating me for just existing? That's fucking bullshit.
Matt Damon.
All right, let's take a fitness question. Lucas, Papa Swole, do an hour and a half to 2 hours of MMA training a day. Goddamn. And go mountain biking often. Should I still be doing workouts at home? What's your goal? To get better at MMA? Honestly, I would say do your MMA and fucking lift weights. Lifting weights will help your MMA tremendously. Sounds like a lot. Sounds like you're going to be overdoing it or under recovering. Like, what's your goal? I'm assuming it's to get better at MMA, mixed martial arts. I mean, if you're not lifting weights, fucking hell yeah, lift weights. It's great for your bone density. It'd be great for your MMA training. Okay, Cerny, good alternative for chest dips, can't do them. You mean like just body, so you can't do them, the way I do them, like body weight? You could take 2 chairs and do do dips like that between chairs, and then kind of use your legs to spot yourself a little bit. That's a good way to do it. Another good way would be kind of like deficit push-ups, where you can do between 2 chairs or like a table. You can go down, you can angle it. It depends on what you have access to, because you can angle it so you're more vertical, so that's going to be easier. More horizontal, so like depth push-ups or deficit push-ups where you're going really far down. But you can just do dips between 2 chairs. Just make sure the chairs don't flip, but then your feet could be on the ground. You could bend your knees and just kind of like try to relax your knees a little bit to use your chest more. Or if you have access to a dip bar, you can just use a chair and kind of just assist yourself like that. Peaceful Bandit, it'd be scary if the health system broke down. So many obese people would die with blood pressure, meds, and insulin. Is the health system working? I mean, it's a sick care system as it is. So what do you mean by breaking down? I don't think it really works that well anyway. That's why people are just getting more and more sick. So it's really not working for health. It's working for sickness. But what do you mean? Like all of a sudden every hospital just disappears? Like, yeah, a lot of people would die for sure. Let's see, John, when a bear eats any prey, and humans included, it goes for the liver almost right away. Any bear attack reports or conservation efforts could back this. Okay. Good questions. Good questions. Let's see. Let's take a question here. We'll take a couple more just because it's kind of like on the same vein. Salvatore Samudio. Why do you eat liver without cooking? Because it's easy and I like the taste and it makes me feel amazing. And I would only recommend doing it with the highest quality, like grass-fed, grass-finished liver. So I like it that way. I've never had, oh my God, you're going to get sick. Well, it's only been doing it for fucking years. So hasn't happened yet. If anything, I think would prevent me from getting sick. So you get it from a healthy animal, never had a problem. So that's why I do it. But it's also in the freezer. So a lot of issues would probably just, die over time if it's in there for like several weeks. But that's why I do it. It's easy and it fucking, I get you think you get a boost with coffee? Wow. Off the charts. All right. Aman Tahir 03. Papa Swole, is there any way to get used to the taste of raw beef liver? By eating it. You get used to it more. That's how you get used to things. It's a good question, I guess, but it's like by doing it. Let's see. Lauren, breakfast ideas. I work out first thing in the morning, and afterwards any kind of meat or eggs just doesn't sound good. I don't eat breakfast, so maybe like some, like for me, suggestions. I mean, really, nutrition is about what you would eat based on what works best for you and then eating those things. So you don't necessarily have to eat something right after. For me, generally, I like some raw honey around it, maybe a couple dates. I wouldn't eat personally so much. So I don't eat in the morning. So maybe you have like a little bit of raw honey. Maybe you have like some grass-fed whey protein isolate or something like that. Or you have some fruit, some protein. You don't really need, there's no like anabolic window like that. You don't have to eat immediately right after. But are you hungry after? Have you tried meat or eggs? Just doesn't sound good. Like, who cares how it sounds? The thing is, fat takes longer to digest. So after a workout, it might be a little bit heavy. So in other words, if you work out, you might not want to eat immediately after. So what about waiting an hour? Because your sympathetic nervous system is activated. So after your body kind of resets and calms down a little bit, shifts back more into parasympathetic, then you might feel more hungry in general. You have to eat immediately after. But you're probably better off having some, like, maybe some protein or some carbohydrates. But the smell of meat cooking makes you nauseous. Yeah, that's why. Just because you're probably, I mean, how long afterwards? You don't have to eat in the first moment. Have some fruit or something like that. Well, that's because right after working out, you're fine by lunch. Well, what times are you talking about here? Yeah, you don't have to eat immediately after. You can have just something light like some fruit and then pound some fucking steak for lunch. That's usually the reason, is because your body right after a workout, immediately after, it's like your body doesn't want to eat something heavy. Everyone's different. Some people like to eat something right after, other people not. Like I said, usually around a workout, I'll have some organic dates, or I'll have some raw honey, maybe some fruit, like some mangoes, like some frozen mango or something like that. I'll eat like around my workout, usually after. Sometimes, like before we came here, I had like a little bit of cold leftover steak, and then I'll have some more food afterwards. But you kind of just adjust, customize. All right. Good questions. Good question. I think we did it. I think we're there, fam. I think we're there. Okay. Good questions. Remember, those of you that are interested in joining the Swole fam, we have a special going on right now. So if you are a Swole fam member, you're looking to go unlimited. If you're a monthly unlimited, you're looking to go annual, got some awesome fucking specials. But you got to go over to swolenormousx.com/birthday, because it was my birthday yesterday. I am 38 fucking years old. Inconceivable that I can make sick fucking gains and be 38, but I'm dying, Papa. I'm so old. Can I still build muscle at 38? Fuck yes, you can, son. Fuck yeah, you can. Just get that soy in your system. Eat more. I'm just kidding. Come on, stop whining. All right. Customize, individualize your nutrition. You know my opinions on the matter. I think too many people, too many of you, and a lot more people outside. A lot of you have it locked down. You kind of get it. You know what I'm talking about. But a lot of people are just complicating their shit. People they complicate their training, complicate their approach to a healthy life, complicate their nutrition. And most people are just doing it because they are addicted to foods or addicted to their bad habits. That's what a habit is. And they care what other people think, and they don't live an independent life. And you see that in political and social issues. People aren't thinking independently. They just follow the bouncing ball and just spit out talking points where they say, oh, meat's bad. Oh, meat's bad. Eat more plants. Yeah. Okay, fine. Go look like some of these people that just fucking eat plants. Go, shoo, go do that. See how that works out for you. But don't come crying when you're like, I still can't lose a little extra bit of body fat. How come I have joint pain, or I'm not sleeping well and skin problems and blah, 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 blah. Trust me, if you've never really tried to be a human, start. It's not too late. Okay? It's not crazy expensive either. You're just taking money you spend on bullshit that you don't fucking need, and you're moving it over here to do shit that you fucking do need, okay? You're not spending on 15 fucking subscriptions to Netflix, to Hulu, to Amazon Prime, and all this, all these other subscriptions, maybe Amazon Prime if you're ordering stuff, but you know what I mean, like Amazon Video and all this kind of crap. You're not buying Doritos and soda and going to the movies every fucking week. You're not going out to eat all the time. You take that money, you buy some grass-fed ground beef or something like that. Like, oh my God, $6 or $7 a pound. But then you look and you see sweet potatoes are 69 cents a pound. And you look at a big bag of family-sized Doritos, which is zero value, destroying your health, and it's like $5.79. So instead of getting a big bag of Doritos or a big old fucking 12-pack of G Fuel or Gatorade or just sugar water, get a fucking pound or two of grass-fed beef and shut the fuck up. Seriously, stop being a bitch. Stop being a goddamn drone. Think for yourself a little bit. Think for yourself. Most of the shit that you hear in mainstream is completely opposite. Completely the opposite. All right. They don't want you to simplify your investing. They don't want you to simplify your nutrition. They don't want to simplify your health. They are just telling you what to do. And it's the fucking opposite of what anyone with a level head and a triple-digit IQ will tell you. It's so fucking obvious. So unwash your brain because it's washed. You're brainwashed. You've been taught wrong. You have the wrong operating system. If you're hearing this and it sounds extreme, is it really? Or are you living in a world that's just completely drowning you in bullshit? Fucking your holes, your mouth, your eyes, your ears, everything, even your fucking pores. They're jamming garbage into all those holes. So stop being a goddamn sheep. Right?
Attacks on me, frankly, are attacks on science.
Oh, yeah, because science, I forgot. Remember, science isn't consensus, okay? It's not just what you want. Just because people agree that's not science. Science isn't agreeing. It's asking questions and testing hypotheses, which is borderline illegal to do. So, again, if you want to join the Greatest Fitness Fam, get access to all the programs, all the awesome stuff, join the Swole Fam for fucking $1. Get 50% off your first month when you go monthly, and you can go annual and get a free Swole Fam t-shirt or tank. That's fucking amazing. For a limited time, because it's my birthday, passing the gains on to you. So swolenormousx.com/birthday. That being said, make sure you hit that like button before the door hits your ass on the way out. Go over and leave a review. 5 stars if you enjoy the sick fucking gains on Apple Podcast. Leave that 5-star review. Trust me, I read them, and I do want to give you a shout out. So make sure we're probably doing some giveaways for those that leave a review. So make sure you do so. Apple Podcast, but of course you can catch on Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, anywhere you like to bang your ear holes. And eye holes are able to be banged over on YouTube, The Daily Swole. And of course, if you go to thedailyswole.com, you can see all the other places. We just launched, just started streaming again on Odyssey. I need to upload them afterwards so you can catch them afterwards, but just started a Rumble channel. So if you like to use Rumble, go and subscribe over there. But all those links, thedailyswole.com. And you can also find out all the links there at swolenormousx.com, along with a download for the 7 pillars and memberships and all that stuff. But remember, the nads, gotta get some more dick in there. The address that you want to remember if you're ready to join or upgrade your membership, swolenormousx.com/birthday. Fucking legit. All right, Falcon, let's nut this beef, please. Aha. Yes, my little peppercorn. It is time. It is time. Let's see what we got here. Red, white, and swole. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win some fucking games? Who's gonna get it? Getting some sun. Very nice. Ooh. Is this the first card? RW. Congratulations. Who dis? My name's RW. Who dis? RW. R-dub. Congratulations. RW. Everyone say congratulations, RW. All right. Settle down. Settle down.
Fucking bullshit.
All right, Falcon. All right. Well, you picked the winner. Falcon says it goes to RW. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 1920 in the subject of the email. And of course, your mailing address in the body of the email. Thank you for playing, fam. Join right now over at swolenormousx.com/birthday. But of course, tomorrow, like I mentioned earlier, tomorrow is our weekly accountability accountability meeting. So more gorillas, more grunts.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have
tomorrow.
a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
If you don't show up to tomorrow's accountability meeting, then you ain't black. Tomorrow, Monday, August the 9th, 12 noon Eastern time. Be there, be fucking square. Inside Swole TV. Don't miss out on that. It will be fucking lit. I will see you there. Let's nut this fucking beesh, shall we? Falcon, take us away. Well done. Thank you, sir.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Everybody knows you never go full retard. If you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
You lose.
Oh, the greatest man cast in the realm.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
Jesus Christ.
All
Woke him
men
up.
and women created by the go. You know this.
Thank you so much. 1920. Tomorrow's 1920 Schwam. 1920 Schwam, Falcon. I know, my furry nip bish.
How shall we fuck off, Nolan?
It's gonna be a good time. Fucking jamming out.
House is a fucking prison on planet bullshit. The galaxy of this sucks camel dicks.
Fuck yeah, I get the blow.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Shit, Derek.
Just your face. Oh, yeah.
Boom shakalaka! Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
Oh, with my dick. Oh, I always get that at the end. Bingo, bongo, bango. Whatever that means. All right, fam, thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. And for those of you that are ready to join the Swole fam, head on over to swolenormousx.com/birthday, swolenormousx.com/ I guess it's a / I don't know. It's down the bottom left. It goes to the top right. Use the / that you would use for an address if you don't know how to type in a web address, or click a link in the description or the post description, or right. I don't know what to tell you. It's 2021. Get with the fucking program. swolenormousx.com/birthday. Join the Swole fam today. Big time savings. And we'll see you tomorrow for 1920 Schwam. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man.
the king left and they so mad it's like,
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you laid, that's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, Chia. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my